Okay, so I'm gonna show you. There is a problem in this scooter actually. Maybe many people will be facing the same issue. So you see this part gets loose and then it makes very awful noise when you're driving on the road. So I have managed it by myself how to fix this thing. Okay, so the setup of this part, it's kind of tricky. So you see this reflector, it goes here. Okay, just a second. It goes like this and you don't see any screw over here, and it's you get clueless on how to open this part. Okay, and there is a double-sided tape over here, so it gets attached to this part and you don't have any way to take this out. No screws visible, and that's the difficult part actually. So what you have to do is, first let me put this over here. Okay, so it will stay like that. Okay, and there is a hole over here at the bottom side. I'll show you that as well, but initially it will be like this. So first step would be you have to get some tools over here in this hole actually. I'll show you that as well. And then something like a screwdriver, or this is the tool that I used. I didn't have proper tool to fix this thing. This is wax remover actually. So you just put it inside this hole, and you see this part, there is a very small hole over here. So this part actually go inside this hole, and there is a small lock over here, so it holds it very tightly over here. So you cannot simply take this out, you have to put in something inside this hole, and then you see this part, it is coming out, right? So you have to push it from inside outward. Okay, and that's how you pop this out. And then there is a tape over here that will also get detached, and this part will come a little outside, and then you use something like this over here, and then you push it outward. Okay, and once this is out, then part becomes easy. There are two screws over here, this one and this one. Okay, so you can use a tool like this to unscrew this part. I've already done this, so I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay, let me unscrew this. Another one as well. Okay, two screws, and then this just comes out like this. Okay, now the problematic part is this one. You see this, there are two screws over here. So now what happens is these two screws gets loose, and whenever you're driving, then this makes awful noise, rattling noise. So what you have to do is you have to tighten these two screws. You have to get some kind of tools like this one, and then tighten this, and that's it actually. And then you just fit it over here, screw these tools, and then it will get fixed. Okay, over top of that you also have to fix this. Okay, you can use some kind of double tape over here to hide this part. Okay, and what I'm going to show you is, if you see, this fits like this, and there is a hole at the downside. So if you take this apart, you see this little hole. This is where you have to insert some kind of tool and then try to push it from inside outward. Okay, and that's when it comes out. This part will be like this, and then you can take it out, and then you can open this. Okay, so the first thing is you have to actually turn this scooter upside down so that this hole will be visible to you, and then it will be easier for you to actually pop this out. Or you don't have to do that, you can simply use some kind of tool like this and insert from downward, and then try to pop this reflector out of this place, so that you can take this out and then unscrew these two screws and take this out, tighten these screws, and this will get fixed. Okay, and do the same thing again. So you have to put this in place, tighten these 2 screws. Okay, I'll do it on my own time. Where is the another screw? So there are 2 screws. Okay, you just tighten these 2 screws. After that, you have to put this. There are 2 locks actually in this. If you can see this one is one lock, another one is this one. Okay, so it goes like this, and that's it. And then you tighten and it will get fixed. Okay, this is how you fix your Xiaomi e-scooter problem of rattling noise. This is the main problem. I think many people are facing this issue. So I was struggling to fix this. I was actually using some kind of rope to absorb some noise which comes in here. So I was tightening some kind of rope over there, but it doesn't help. This is the permanent fix actually. This is how you can, and you have to be careful actually when you take this out. I actually broke this in the process, so you have to be very careful. This part gets attached to this black part. There are 2 parts actually. This black is the base, another one is the actual reflector. So when you are taking this out, you might be thinking it is already out, and you put in some kind of tool inside it, and then what happens is only the reflector part gets damaged when you try to forcefully take it out. So you have to be careful actually. So because there is a black part, so you have to insert something like this fully inside and then try to take it out, so that this part will also get together with this one when trying to push it out. But this got broken, so I'm actually just showing you what is the risk over here. Or you can simply purchase this out of the market and then replace it by yourself as well. But you have to be careful. There is a chance of breaking this apart. You have to be a bit careful when you're trying to take it out. Okay, that's it. This is how you are going to fix your Xiaomi scooter when rattling noise is coming out.